What's up? How is Vegas treating you?
Awesome.
I'm glad
Vegas
to
is
hear
in quarantine, but
it. Yeah, I saw the strip like completely shut down. Everything is super quiet out there, so I couldn't imagine what it looks like. You have a 10-year-old at home who is now schooling online completely at home, of course, with all the rest of us. Tell me a little bit about that change.
well, first of all, a change is that he's now 11.
Ah, happy
He just
birthday!
turned 11 last week. So he's a fifth grader, and he goes to Montessori Visions Academy, which is a local private school here in Vegas. The thing about Montessori is that it's very light on the usage of technology on purpose. When the school, it's very hands-on, experiential type of learning. So it was a matter of like 4 days. The school got together and put together an online platform using Google Classroom for the kids. So they set up an email address and access to a school-owned and managed environment where they can access their lessons, assignments. They're using Google Meet as a way to do live lessons with each teacher. Started out with 3 or 4 subjects, and then they've added on a few more. So now they've got the complete curriculum pretty much
Nice.
going on in the online environment.
With not
Um,
having technology in use in the classroom on a regular basis, how has he handled this change, having to really depend on technology for all of his coursework?
it was a bit of a change, and it still trips him up a little bit, but he's getting used to it. I mean, it's only been a few weeks, and we are on spring break this week, so he's got the week to forget everything, how to use it. But I think the usage of, the kids are using Roblox and Messenger Kids and all these things to keep in touch with each other. So I think having that experience is making it a little easier for all of them. Seem to be, getting the hang of it pretty quick. Google Classrooms is pretty intuitive in terms of a program to use for this purpose.
As a parent and coordinating, facilitating all this in your household, what has been the biggest challenge and what have been the biggest wins?
The biggest thing is it's going to count as far as them not missing any school, keeping them on track educationally. As a parent, that is significant to me. I don't want my fifth grader to have to repeat fifth grade. So to answer the second half of your question, I would say there's not really much in the way of cons about it. My work schedule is very flexible, so to be able to be there with him and for him throughout the day. Being 11 years old, he doesn't know what time or what day it is and doesn't care. So we've had to kind of compensate for, hey, here's the new way we're doing it now. And as you know, he's got some learning, he's got dyslexia. So setting him up with a program that will read with him online is what I'm working on now as a side thing for him, so he can be a little bit more independent.
Very cool.
Not really so much for me. I don't mind doing it with him. I think that he would like to feel more independent. So
Absolutely. Now, are some
um,
of these tools that you're incorporating to make this work, are they easy to use? Are they easy to install? Have you found any free ones that you can share with us?
we'll probably just end up going with Google's
Oh,
text to speech, because that seems to be, I would assume it should be compatible with everything in the classroom, in their classroom environment, no problem. But that's what I'm hoping for. I'm wishing hoping that that's going to be the most convenient way to do it.
absolutely. Google, make sure it all syncs together, get on top of it so we can get our kids in the
Yes,
classroom
Google.
smooth transition.
Yes, and
If they're
thank you,
listening.
Google.
Very cool. So, what has been the learning curve for you as far as Google Classroom? Have you had to take any major lessons on how to make that work, or was it a simple tool to jump into and make happen for you?
I mean, as you know, I teach university courses online, so I'm familiar with a couple of learning management systems. I had never used Google Classrooms before, so I wasn't sure, if it would be complicated or not. And Comparatively speaking, with a program like Canvas or Blackboard, this is seamless. I mean, it's so intuitive. You know, it's a no-brainer. I mean, it's very intuitive, and I could see where even kids younger than 5th grade could easily, within a day, transition over to that.
That's awesome. Well, I'm really excited to hear that the tools are available. Technology is making this possible. And it sounds like to you, one of the most important things is that your 5th grader is going to be a 6th grader next year.
That's 100%. Because I mean, I immediately I thought, well, when the school shut down, this isn't going to be over anytime soon. And so, you know, I actually immediately started looking at what can I do to keep him on track. So give huge props to Montessori Visions Academy for stepping up to the plate and creating this environment for them to stay on track.
Very cool. Well, I appreciate the time, and happy birthday again to your son. And I look forward to hearing about his graduation and him starting 6th grade soon.